to take hundreds and thousands of dollars in insurance money from children and not even be in their life. Social Security I don't even see how did you go down to Social Security and do that? When I went down to Social Security, they had made me, I had to go and get Caleb. I had to bring my son down there in order to be his payee for his survival benefits. How did you go down there before me and get that paperwork? Who did your pay? See, that's what the problem is. And this is what's crazy. I filled out with the Social Security Administration fraud a year ago, September 2024. They haven't returned my call, but yet they issued checks to a grandmother that had no authority. They issued paperwork to a grandmother that took the paperwork and closed accounts and put herself over the payee of my youngest child. This is what happened. Andrew, I need you to call Caston and give him his mother's death information. Mortuary King. Mortuary King heard the story. I wouldn't even bring Mortuary King's name up if he didn't hear the grandmother say, what insurance policy? Chesapeake, we know what the insurance policy is. Andrew had to give it to us. Why wouldn't he not give you them kids' mother's information? He had to give them kids their mama's information. You mean to tell me you mad at Andrew for doing that? You mean to tell me you let Andrew hear you? You was on speakerphone. His whole staff heard you. Now, I never said Tree of Life was involved in that. It's just a lot of things happened at Tree of Life that shouldn't have went on. Her 27-year-old son should have been the informant. He should have been in there. Her husband should have been there. Why would her husband not even be at the funeral? What made a mother and an auntie take over burial arrangements to get checks sent to them? I don't know. I don't know. And yes, the insurance check has been paid out. And yes, it was in my son's name. We already called and verified that. So where did it go? Why did the insurance check go to your address, Granny? You don't even know this boy. He ain't live with you. You haven't talked to him in 6 years. This is your grandson. You mean to tell me you would not talk to your grandson in 6 years after he lost his mama, your daughter, over money? Their whole family know. I ain't making this up. It's sad. You think I'm not going to bring this? My kids live through this every day. You think that my kid's mother, as good as she was, on her deathbed went to work every day for her children. And I'm going to let y'all allow and take it? You're crazy. Do you think I'm going to allow Tyler to go another day without knowing who his father is? I'm a good daddy. I'm a great father. It won't happen no more. It'll never happen. Dads, moms, we need to step up. We can't be quiet no more. We can't be. My kids on this live. I don't have to say anything that's live that they're not listening to their daddy say. I love them and they love their daddy. They love their daddy because I'm going to talk right. You ever heard me be disrespectful on here? I could be so disrespectful knowing what I done been through. Wages just garnished. I can't even get a bank account. I bank with Chime and Cash Out because you know what? Bank account frozen all over Tyler's mom. But yet, you don't know who his dad is. How could Woodrow be the dad? How could Woodrow be the dad? And I'm doing his time. Wow. 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 Andrew, Tree of Life, I want you to know this, man. This is nothing against you. My son called you about his mom's information. I mean, if this is the only way that I can reach you because he's called you several times, then I'll reach you from here. But Caston has called you. I'll send the text messages and post them if you don't return the call with him because this is important. You're the only person that can change this death certificate right here. Why is his grandmother on this death certificate and not Caston? Why is everything, why didn't he, you know Caston, y'all went to school together. What's horrible that his grandmother set that funeral up so cold that her children didn't even ride in the family car. They had to drive their own car to their mama funeral. And you think I ain't mad as hell? It took me 6 years to break this out. 6 years because y'all was on a scam trying to steal some insurance money. The world? Whatever happened to the children? Whatever happened to the children? And I don't know what Tyler's mind was on. Were you dating Woodrow and me at the same time? Was I the side dude? Did I get tricked into this because I was playing basketball? Was I financial? And it turned out that it just went the wrong way. What is it? You would have to explain that. You will have to explain that to Tyler. And I wish you well when you do. I wish you well when you do. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I got two wonderful boys. All my children are great. Two wonderful boys that's being hurt so much by women that's supposed to love them. You don't love it. I hope y'all don't think Tyler went to the NFL because he has a great mom. No, it has nothing to do with his mother. Tyler's in the NBA, in the NFL because of him and because of the good graceness of God. I done seen kids go to the NFL that didn't have a mother. I done seen kids go to the NFL with terrible parents, as well as you can go with great parents. So it has nothing to do with parenting. Right now, we're talking about something way more important than that. Fatherhood, family. Why would you keep that from a child? Knowing who their father is, knowing who their mother is, when there's no dangerous situation involved. Why do we lie to children? Why do we take from children? Why is a dad third on the list? Somebody explain that. Explain that. You got a grandmother that think that she's so powerful that it'll be a cold day in hell before she let the insurance money that her daughter left for her kids go over to a daddy that's taking care of the kids. Where do you come up with that at? When do you come up with that? Come on. Oh, Michelle, we've been by Andrew's office plenty of times. He's totally ignoring my son. Yeah, totally ignore him. I sent a text message. We've been by Trail Life. I told you something went wrong off in there. You got to understand. My ex-wife was married at the time that she was dead. Her husband didn't even come to the funeral. He didn't even sign in her burial arrangements. They had to wait for him because the grandmother and the auntie went up there to try to pre-plan whatever, and they couldn't even get the ashes because they had to look for the husband. Look on here. If you look on here, my ex-wife, she's buried Kimberly Lachey Holloway. She was married to a man named Coyer. How could you bury in Holloway? And she was married at the time because they was on some slickness. It was on some slickness. And it needs to be changed. My oldest son should have been on here. Why do he need to argue with people about his mother's information? It's serious. This is serious. I don't need to tell y'all no more. Again, I'm arguing with folks. These child support papers go back to 2006 all the way up to 2025 for Tyler. I didn't say he needed no money. I never said that. But he don't know his dad. What's up, Brandon? Man, you should have saw Bird last night. Caleb showed out playing Delaware University. Quarterback sack, 7 tackles. That's my son at Sam Houston State that I'm talking about. Great game last night. Yeah, I have a lot of support from people on here. A lot of support. And the support from the women is, oh my God, I wouldn't have never thought. That's why I'm on here right now. And I'm not gonna stop. Let me just say this here. I'm gonna get online every day until my kids get that insurance money from their grandmother, because let me tell you this here. She had no control of it. She was never the beneficiary. None of that. It's already been proven. This was money stolen from a woman going down to the Social Security Department presenting false information. Oh, no statute. Okay. Okay, that's what I need to know. Oh man, that's